hands out your pockets, do it now.
You are watching video that might soon become difficult to watch.
Now you're under arrest. Now you're under arrest.
It's violent, with explicit language that we've removed. It's from Valentine's Day night in 2020 in the Kansas City suburb of Independence, Missouri.
Don't be stupid.
The man being arrested, screaming in pain, screaming at officers, is 38-year-old Justin Layton. Over the next few minutes, you will hear his story. For now, just know everything you're seeing
Wake up.
began with a stop for jaywalking.
You're being paid for jaywalking. For jaywalking.
Justin Layton believes he was stopped for walking while black. He believes that night he could have died. He also believes if he had, he would have ignited what the death of George Floyd did 3 months later. A hard look at the disparities baked into laws we all just accept. Laws like those against jaywalking.
There's been some very explosive events that happen as a result of people of color being ticketed for jaywalking.
Charles T. Brown doesn't know Layton, but as the head of an urban planning firm called Equitable Cities, he does know the history of an offense that started a century ago when cars became how most got around.
A disproportionate number of the people that are arrested and ticketed as it relates to jaywalking are people of color.
The stop of Justin Layton fits the description, proven by the words of the officer who arrested him. According to the police report, the Independence officer said he observed a man dressed in a black hoodie with a hood pulled over his head, the same as, quote, prowlers who attempt to cover their faces so to not be identified. The man was walking on a street that had seen a recent rise in property crime. For those reasons alone, the officer turned his patrol vehicle back around to follow the man who turned out to be Layton. Shortly after, Layton crossed the street and the signal said, "Don't." That's when the officer got out.
Hey, stop, bro.
And when everything else
Stop, bro. You're being paid. Stop.
began.
He said, stop, bro, come here, bro. Like, hey, you ain't my brother.
Oh, all right.
When it was over,
You can walk. Let's walk over here.
Layton was cited for interference with police, resisting arrest, and possession of a controlled substance, which he says is medication for seizures. None of it would have happened without the initial stop.
It has always been happening, but now that we're seeing it caught on tape, I think it's leading more people to look at laws that are on our books that don't actually improve safety, and jaywalking is one of those.
In the last 2 years, that's led to action. In Nevada, jaywalking is no longer a misdemeanor. In Virginia, it's still illegal, but it can't be the sole reason someone gets stopped. Neither state has seen pedestrian deaths spike as a result. Kansas City, Missouri has eliminated jaywalking as a crime. Their pedestrian deaths have gone up. But this law designed for safety is hardly that simple. Because ask Layton, what if? What if jaywalking hadn't been a crime that night 2 years ago? Does he believe he still would have been stopped?
I have 100% chance that I know that they would have stopped me. The jaywalking law is just like the busted tail light. You know what they used back in the day for your busted tail light to pull you over for their reason of suspicion? No.
Sometimes you get to the root of a problem by addressing the symptoms of a problem. In this particular case, systemic racism is the elephant. Jaywalking is that one small bite that we need to take now.
In Independence, Missouri, I'm Matt Pearl.